this is in the can with Matty Bearden, longtime friend, a longtime pretend pervert, not a pervert, married, very, very good-hearted friend, but does do some grab-assing with every female comic. True or false?
Probably true.
Doesn't mean it. One time kissed me on the mouth after I had bombed at the Velveeta Room. Do you remember that?
Don't remember it.
Didn't mean it. Knew it at the time, but it was weird.
Don't you feel like, though, that in town I'm the safest flirt?
I've never felt threatened by you, if that's what
Like, I'm just saying it's less creepy than a guy who's like, hey,
It's
we should
not
get together
creepy.
sometime and go to coffee and we can write jokes together and I can help you with your career. You're like, really? You can't. And I always feel like sometimes that's a guy trying to hit on you, and you know who I am. Look, our legs are crossed exactly the same way. That's good. That's good. It's common body language, which means that we probably are in love with one another. You want to make out in the mouth?
It's never bad to have a cute guy flirt with you.
Did you just call me cute?
Yeah.
Or did I make an assumption?
It's almost better when it's someone who you know doesn't mean it, because then there's no anxiety of, will we actually be intimate? It's just, hey, it's fun. It was weird when you kissed me, and I felt like it was absolutely because you felt bad for me, because I just had the worst set I've had at the Velveeta. And it was you and Kramer and someone in the green room, and it was when you could hang out in the green room. And you just out of nowhere, we were both drunk, you just kissed me on the mouth. No tongue, but it was weird.
How long ago was that?
That was before I moved back to LA, so
Wow.
it was a while ago.
Memories pressed between the pages.
Ron
of
White.
my mind.
Sorry, I just wanted to talk about myself a little more.
Okay.
Ron White kissed me on the mouth once when I was drunk, and he was drunk as well, in New York. That was before he was famous.
The nicest thing Ron White has ever done for me. I actually adore Ron White, but even this has nothing to do with me adoring him. But we worked together in San Antonio. He wasn't drinking that week because he was losing weight because he was getting ready to go film something called the Blue Collar Comedy Tour. And he's like, I really hope this will maybe change my career. It's unfortunate it didn't work out for him. But we went back to, I don't know, remember the San Antonio? Have you ever worked San Antonio where they have like, the headliner has like a 3-bedroom apartment up in this building that you stay in, and it's like got TV and stuff, and then the feature act has a closet on the 3rd floor where they actually hire people to stand outside of the window and talk all night long and throw bottles at the window, which is nice. But
I've been hired for that job.
Have you?
Yeah.
How did you do?
I didn't last over a day, but go finish, I'm sorry.
Ron's mom had come to the show and had brought some homegrown tomatoes, and we went up to his little apartment. We watched some golf, and he made me tomato sandwiches. Tomatoes, a little bit of a mayonnaise, white bread. One of the most delicious things I've ever had in my entire life. And we sat there and we ate tomato sandwiches, and I feel like it's not exactly the same thing as a kiss, but I feel like it's the same overture.
You know, speaking of sandwiches and people having good hearts.
You want Ron and myself to be the bread in your sandwich?
No. I asked Matt for a loan. When I at the end of my drinking, I lived here and I didn't have any employment, including comedy, and so my job became trying to borrow money from friends, and then borrowing money from a different friend to pay back the first friend, and I did that for a few months.
You were like the original Bernie Madoff.
I wish I knew who that was. I know the name, but I don't know what it means, because I don't have a TV, but I know he's a guy who probably stole money from people.
There you go. That's all you got to know.
But I borrowed it. Anyway, the point is, Matt was, he was in maybe the 3rd rotation of a friend I had to borrow money from, and it was several hundred, and not only did he immediately say yes, but he bought me lunch. He took me out to lunch that day. You took me out to lunch the day that you loaned me the money. Like, I should have taken you out.
What was so weird is because remember that day that you showed up at my house because you were doing. Can we talk about that?
Yeah. What was I doing?
You were doing those apologies.
Oh. Yeah. We can kind of talk about it.
You came to my house to apologize, basically, that you had borrowed money.
Right, because it took longer than I said it would to pay you back.
What was weird is that when you came there, I didn't remember having ever lent you money. It was very weird because I was like, I never lent you any money. But I guess I did at some point.
And
which made me feel
a sandwich.
What was weird is that you were coming to apologize to me, and actually all you were doing was making me feel good because I was like, there was a time when I had money to lend to people. I'll tell you a secret right now. Did I tell you that? I don't know if I told you that actual day, but I had a time when I was absolutely destitute. And Howard Kramer knew that I was, and one day he took me to an ATM machine, and he handed me $400, and I started to go like that, man, and he goes, hey, you know what? Shut up. It's happened to me before, and it's sort of like they call it pay it forward now or whatever. He was like, there has been a time when I needed money, and a comic that was doing better than me handed me the money, no questions asked, because you feel chumpy anyway asking for it. He's like, do me a favor. The best way you pay me back, besides paying me back the actual money, is that you do it for somebody else at some point. So maybe we have whoever lent money to Howard Kramer to thank.
Well, we also both have Howard Kramer to thank because he loaned me money too. And I currently owe 2 comics here money. But I have a job now and I'm paying people back and I'm not borrowing anymore. But the point is, hell of a guy. We'll grab your ass if you're a female. Doesn't mean anything bad by it. And that's how it should be.
It's never a grab. It's more like a little tap.
Yeah, but it's like a cup. It's sort of it's a fondle, but it's a harmless.
I think that's because of my terrible, weird hands. My fingers are webbed.
You're doing that on purpose, though. Your hands are normal.
Way to ruin the Hollywood magic.
Anyway, that's another one in the can with, I'm going to go ahead and call him Beloved Matt Bearden.
Thank you, sweetie.
Everybody thinks he's funny and he has a great heart.
That was the most awkward hug ever.
Well, we're facing this way. It's hard to hug people when you're sitting down.
Do you want to kiss again?
Nah, you have a mustache.
Yeah, I thought that might be the case.
And you're married. Anyway, thank you and goodbye.